Soldiers, when I give the command to fire, fire straight at my heart. Wait for the order. It will be my last to you. I protest against my condemnation. I have fought 100 battles for France, and not one against her. Soldiers, fire. And that was said by Marshal Ney of France. Right, so we've got an atypical matchup for you today, and we have tmanplays, #1 in the world, playing as Berliner Gropers, and he's up against Spartacus playing 11E. So these are two divisions that you just don't see very often. I will edit out that cough, unless I don't, in which case whatever. And we're on Black Forest, the old Black Forest, not Black Forest Duel. So let's go through the deployments and then we'll start the game. So Berliner Groperings, pretty good div, used to be played a lot more, but times have changed. And yeah, we've got lots of forward deployed stuff for these guys. It's kind of hard to tell where everybody's going. So we've got 3 forward deployed Strelas and 2 forward deployed FBGhNs and a forward deployed FSJägerMETIS. Metis is presumably going to here. No. Oh, maybe it was, I don't know, whatever. And then the FBGhN's going to there. Some stuff's going back there, whatever, who cares. And then over here, we've got small defense for the left side, so 1 Strela, 1 FBGhN, forward deployed, and then 2 forward deployed FSJägerMETIS, one going to here, one to there. Not sure what the plural of Metis is. Then we've got the Grenzer Flam recon going to the church, because religious people can see further than atheists. And behind that we have loads of other guys. So 2 CVs. The CVs are going fairly standard for the old Black Forest layout. 1 to Echo, and then Bravo, and 1 to Foxtrot, and then Charlie. And then we've got some Wachschützen, and they're going to... I'm going to have to split this. So let's talk about the AA. The AA is going to here with supply. And those are the... it's a cub and a Strela, so you always need to buy a cub with a supply. And then we've got some Wachschützen and KDA-Schützen. I understand nothing. I'm going to assume the Wachschützen's going here. No, it was going there. I'm going to assume that one of the Motschützen are going here. Yeah, it is. And then we got 1 KDA-Schützen here, 1 Motschützen there. No, I think it'll be the other way around. I think there'll be a KDA-Schützen here and a Motschützen there. Yes, I'm right on the internet. Switching to Spartacus's deployment, you don't actually see a lot here, but so there's a lot of forward deployed stuff. So we got some sappers, paras, so these guys have satchel charges, and behind them we've got legionnaires paras, so these guys have rocket launchers, and they're all going to here, all 4 of them. They're backed up by VBL Milan, in which case they're actually not. This thing's going all the way over here. Not sure what I'm on today. Got 1 air mobile, so that's going to go to the left and then sneak all the way around. You'll love to see it. 1 Helo CV, which presumably is going to cap all the zones in a counterclockwise direction. And then we've got a funny rush, meme rush here with 2 VL RA 20mm AA pieces and 4 Lynx shooty boys. And he's going to try and take Echo. So we'll see what happens when he runs into that FBGhN. My money's on tmanplays, so I'm going to cast from this perspective, and I will do a cut here. Right, so they're off, and everybody's going to where we said they were going to go. Spartacus does seem thin on the ground. I wonder if he's got about 20 planes. But yeah, as we zoom in on this helicopter, I'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody that watches my videos. This channel's probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me. It's just surreal to think that 1,000 people watch me play this game every day. It's just really strange. Like, I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've spoken to 1,000 people in front of an audience or something. So here we go, he's got a plane. But there's no helicopters or anything for T-Man. And I said I'd cast from this perspective. So there's no helicopters or anything, so this is... You could say it's a wasted purchase, but he wasn't to know. And he does try and get a cub shot off, but it doesn't do anything. These aren't, you know, it's 150 supply for 3 big missiles, so the supply is quite good. Like, one of these will do you for 3 volleys. Well, 4 volleys total if you can count the one that you start with. So 12 missiles. So Spartacus gets there first, and certainly, you know, so if he manages to get into here, it's going to be a serious problem for T-Man, because if he just keeps pouring in the extremely high vet infantry, it's going to be difficult for T-Man to respond. He does get a lot of infantry, but like this Parachutiste are also max vet. They're a really good unit, but you know, it's the paratroopers haven't beaten. So a bit of an engagement here. Spartacus being a bit too aggressive. So we see the Parachutiste takes out that transport. It's probably going to kill this guy. They're going down pretty fast. So yeah, he's winning over there. Over here, this VBL Milan does get into position, but these guys are probably going to unload before. Yeah. But he does lose a transport, which he didn't really have to lose. SPW70 really helped win that fight, but the group anti-char are alive. They're just going to be pathed around in this funny shape. Spartacus with the Helo CV managed to take that, and here we go. We've got this funny... why am I spinning the camera? This funny little meme push here. And this guy is probably going to lose. But he does manage to get 1 Lynx. Doesn't get a second one. He's taking a long time to die. You see the stabilizers on these are 5%. It's just basically unstabilized, so when you move in, you're not really going to hit anything, and that's why it's taking so long. Like, that bought T-Man a lot of time to buy some more guys and send them forwards, but he's not doing that. He's sending them up here. Needs to path these to here, really. I'll send a helicopter, but then the helicopter's going to die to the planes. I missed what happened here, and Spartacus has gotten into the town, so this is what we were complaining about. Or saying would be really bad, that if Spartacus were to get into here, it's very difficult for T-Man to get him back out. And that is what is happening. I don't agree with the Helo CV, because now, you know, that this very easily killed CV has to sit there, and then when it takes off, it loses, you know, the capture on the zone. So, see a reaction from T-Man plays now, but he's just sending 1 SPG round to there. Gropers don't get a recon helicopter. And we see that Parachutiste are beating these guys, although this guy manages to survive, which is crucial. You really want to kill him. Should have chased and killed him, but he let him get away. And he's on an attack move instead of regular move, so they will get away, because when you stop to shoot, they move a bit, and then you move, and then they stop to shoot, they move a bit, and so they just get away from you. If you do that, you have to use a regular move order. T-Man plays, though, with a 65-point lead. This is really interesting. So what happens now? Because there's no reinforcements for it. They're just sat there. And yeah, this is really aggressive, actually. He should, like, because he should know, you know, they would be around here by now. That's how fast they are. Lots of transports dying there. I'm not sure how many infantry died with it. I guess just 1. But no, it looks like T-Man has managed to push him out here, so I was wrong. It's SPW70 doing a lot of work. This LGB's killed a lot of things now, so that was a... That's that SPG-9 dead, that's that SPG-9 dead. Difficult to follow everything. Lots of people are perishing in this game. And the clown car train continues. Interesting decision to go over there. And here we go, helicopter purchase. So we can send the helicopter over to deal with it, but he seems quite content to just leave it. Which isn't good. Over here, he's moving these guys further into the town just to mess with him, I guess. Try and keep them alive, because you break LOS as you move through the buildings and stuff, but as your cohesion goes low, you slow down, so they can catch you. And we see now that those group anti-chars from before got there, and I think they fully wiped 2 units. Those were full transports, it just doesn't tell you what they were. So that... They just took out 2 transports and 2 units. This is probably going to kill that unless he lowers altitude. Oh no, it's showing its side. It's showing its side. Which has... Oh, it still has 1 armor. Okay, my bad. So T-80B will deal with all this. So he's splitting them out, which is smart. No, he's not. He's just sending them all back there. He needs to spread them out, because then he can get some side shots and rear shots off. Takes out that. But, you know, at what cost? This guy needs repair. Interesting fight here. not much to look at the moment. It's been a high-intensity game, but T-Man's managed to take this town back, which means that Yonboy's... I keep calling him Yonboy, that's somebody else. Spartacus is in a... not a great position, although this isn't a good position. Could try and sneak a CV around there, but then they send the helicopter, so you have to send some AA, and starts to escalate quite quickly. And you only get one chance, so you need to bring it all and then put it all in at once. AA, and, you know, ATGMs, and a bit of infantry, bit of recon. So here we go, second helicopter coming over. I guess he's going to wait for the first one to heal before he goes in. No, he's getting a recon. Smart man. T-80B coming around here. So there's been a lot of points invested on trying to stop this. Batshutson died. I guess this Gazelle cannon helped. We just see a huge amount of infantry piling into here, and that's what's happening here. So all of T-Man's points are being spent down here, and meanwhile all of Spartacus's points are being sent down here. This guy's still got his RPO, so they should beat this. Here we go, HE bombers. Should clean this up, actually. Okay, well, he got the AA, which is the main thing, and now he can just run into him. But he's being quite conservative, because he doesn't know where they are, he doesn't know what the disposition of forces is. These Gazelle cannons are gonna mess him up, but they are 50 points. They're not cheap anymore. And you see how fast the small arms take them out. See how much damage the small arms do to them. And Spartacus just A-clicking now. No, it's just a regular right-click. But yeah, it's basically what we said. So he's going to move these back now, and then he's going to hide them around and just waste time, And all this time, that's 190, 380, 620. That took way too long. I'm out of it. I'm washed. I can't even count. Did I even get it right? What's 380 plus 240? It's 420. Yeah, 620. 420 plus 200. So, yeah. And then, oh, right, so he's bringing a CV now. Probably should have done that before sending them forwards and, well, whatever. The car one would be better because this can get taken out quite easily, although it is slower. Car one. Spartacus buying artillery now, which is an interesting decision. I can understand why you might need it, because once you pen red in here, you can just bomb this, and then you get them, right? Because where else are they going to be? Where else are they going to be? Although this can probably just kill it itself. Can it see? Don't think it can. These can be quite scary if you don't have any autocannons, because autocannons will really mess them up now. It didn't used to be the case, but it'll really mess them up. This will probably kill this. I said that last time and it didn't do it then either. And yeah, Gropers don't get that. These guys got routed, and if you recall that Sapper's Paras that survived before, I think this is our boy Raymond here, back from the dead. This guy needs to heal up, but I don't understand why he's not doing it. And he did get that, so I was right. So you can shut up. I was right. None of this, hi hippie at 39.29, you said something would happen and it didn't. I am unsubscribed. I'm gonna go watch Bandana now. So yeah, T-Man cleaning up here. So Spartacus has only got a few minutes to sort this out. If I keep accidentally calling him something else, it's just I get all the French people mixed up because they're all heathens in my book, so you know. But yeah, Spartacus, he's trying to make something happen, although these MiG-21s are off cooldown again, and they will really do a number on this, particularly if the next one... Yeah, that's going to be very powerful. Oh. Okay, I guess not. I assumed that would just kill all those, but they're all alive. I guess I'm just a wronger. KDA shuts and down over here. I mean, he's got Strellas, and the Strellas do have 4 damage, so they will actually one-shot these. But he's, they're not with his guys, they're too far away. So now Spartacus is going to take this. So his gambit worked off. He forced T-Man to... Well, he did 2 things. He tried to take this, which didn't work. But he tried to take this, and it did work. And what happened was T-Man was forced to spend like 3 minutes income defending this. Whereas Spartacus spent 3 minutes income attacking this, and now he has this. So it worked. I'd love to see some action on this flank, but I don't think either player could spare the units now, although it looks like Spartacus has decided I'm just going to start spamming Seges. MiG-21HE comes in again. It just doesn't get him. These used to be really good. I'm not sure what's changed. And this will probably kill this now, particularly with those bit of spag in there. Oh no, he evacs it. Oh, okay. You'd expect the VP to win, but we'll see. Okay, the VP wins. And we see additional infantry being brought into here. And the CV actually survives, which is crucial. And he's going to send it over there now. Because there's no CV here, no blue CV here. So if he recaps it... He seems to know about it, though. Seems to know about it. He's going for this again, but this has just been put on change altitude, so that should protect it. Although it's showing sides. Meow. Goes for this. Oh, but it's going through the AA. It's going through the AA. It's not great. It's probably going to die. I'd be surprised if it makes it out, actually. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, interesting. And the rocket plane dodges those max range minstrels. Oh, no, it doesn't. Dodges one, gets hit by the other. And T-Man, you know, he's trying to move his units up here now, but it's very easy to defend this for Spartacus. He just needs like 2 infantry here and a tank. Bit of recon, if you want. Don't really need anti-air because he's so close to his air ingress that he can just send ASFs. And that rocket goes down. Should have evac'd it after the first hit. So here we go. T-Man's going to take this zone, and he will temporarily hold it. But this is... Okay, so that's been sent over there, as we wished. And then this one can just be sent over here as soon as he gets in here. So it's not going to buy him too much time. And he's just going to try and keep it moving. He doesn't know where the enemy is, but we know that Spartacus's guys are here. Artillery being used to great effect. It's good to see people respond so quickly. And we've got the diversity bomber here, making sure that T-Man gaze. Although it does miss. It does miss. Guess it was a blue on blue thing. And this KDA Schutzen is going to reveal the presence of this air mobiles. But hey, that's, you know, 70 points for free. Don't mind if I do. Over here, see T-Man has taken the zone. That misses. That's getting domed. What's he got? He went for both, and he got one. He didn't even lose that. That was pretty lucky on the AA. And he got the MiG-21 Bison with what? With this? Wasn't watching. Might have been a long-range missile. And here we go. Spartacus is in here now. And the helicopter goes down. He's just flying over all this AA and it's not doing anything. Jaguar Seed just to soak shots because of its 50% ECM. I mean, obviously it's not going to hit the Strela. And when these run out of ammo, they automatically switch off. And then they switch back on when they get ammo. So this can't shoot that. It just can't see it. That's worth knowing if you didn't know that already. And there we go. The CV goes down. It's going to take a while to kill the infantry, but... Oh, he's just bought another CV. I mean, does he not want to send this? Or is he saving that to try and put it down here? Meanwhile, you know, T-Man really out of position here. He should have... It's hard to do. It's very hard to do, because once you've got a unit there, you just want to send it forwards. But what he should have done is restore a picket line here, so a couple Metis, 1 AA, maybe a recon, and then get all the rest of it out and send it all back here and attack mid, because mid's going to be where he's strongest, because he gets heavy tanks and the enemy doesn't. But instead, he's got all these T-80s over here. That's not really helping him. And these LGBTs are just really spreading the diversity here. This cub's out of place. It should be here with the supply. Spartacus cleaning up here. Like, it looks like it's all red, but it's not. It's going really well for Spartacus at the moment. These Gazelle cannons being used to great effect. And T-Man just can't afford to... So he sent this over here now, but I guess it's a bit late. T-Man can't afford to suicide things into these gazelle cannons, because chances are Spartacus has about 12 of them. These KDA shuts them without a Metis or something. Oh, there's the Metis. Need a Metis. He can definitely see this. That Jaguar rocket's probably going to get the Metis, though. Really smart targeting, actually, from Spartacus. I was just waiting for the disposition on those bombs. Really smart targeting from Spartacus. So, you know, most people would have gone for the closest unit because it's there. I'm safe. Get the closest unit so I can be the safest. Just keep in mind he's got this capped as well. CV going to there. But he went for the most dangerous unit, which was the Metis squad, because he knows he can kill these by just driving these Sergeys around. And maybe come back later. But the Metis was the one thing that could basically kill all of this if it's in a good enough spot. If it gets its missiles off. These Gazelle cannons are just really chewing up T-Man here. He needs some AA. I don't see any AA coming in for that side. Needs a Strela. Strela 10M's really good against these because they 50% accuracy, 8 missiles, 4 in a salvo. You see the seed flying over and yeah, just gets hit by infrared AA. 50% ECM by the way. But yeah, if you keep doing it, eventually your luck runs out. Here we go, T80B's in mid, which is something that Spartacus just can't deal with. He has +3, but there's 20 minutes left. Oh, here we go. Here's how he's going to deal with it. He's going to hit him with the LGBTs. So bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwiches coming on these T80Bs here. And one misses, and the second one misses. So that's a shame for Spartacus, but they both make it out. And with a resupply time of 60 seconds... they're going to be back in the fight in no time. Spartacus going for this now. Oh yeah, it's just defending it. Can the T80B hit that? And here we go, T-Man's managed to take this back, or at least contest it, but with these forces he won't be able to get rid of this. And yeah, the thing with Gropers is they don't get that many helicopters. They do get 2 really good ones, and I think they're both dead. I think they're both dead, because I don't see them anywhere, unless they're in this blob. Yeah, so Spartacus doing a good job at whittling those down. And he knows... do these have their smoke? I don't think they do. This plane's really good, by the way. 30 accuracy, 60%. He says that it misses. Needs another cub, really. There's one here, but it's not doing him any favours. This needs to be over here. He's already got Strela for this side. It's a bit out of position, like... and he loses a T80B to the Hot 2 while this is still getting over here. But that should easily kill that now. Looks like we got a line of sight issue. Is that on low altitude? No. Might be the smoke. Over here, the T80B, Spartacus trying to overwhelm it. It needs a Milan 2 in one of these buildings and a Milan 2 in one of these buildings, and then you hit him with the crossfire, but he's not got that. And the T80B is winning. Doming everybody. This thing is probably visible. T80B might be able to kill it. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. Definitely see that. He just needs to move it over here. Spartacus using his artillery at least. Presumably there was a Strela there and T-Man moved it to the next building. Still nothing going on here. I'm pretty sure Gropers don't get a recon helicopter, so he can't scout this very easily, and that's a big disadvantage for them on this map. So we did see that, and Spartacus moved it out. Might blind fire. It's definitely going to die though, so it's going to... yeah. Because we know all about these planes. Okay, so yeah, he gets it. This cub's still going. But they all miss. Interesting. Mistral Paras destroyed here. Must have gone too far forwards. The Flam isn't in position. The Flam needs to be forwards. Or is he letting the Vakshutson use all this on this and then sending the Flam forwards? I don't know if he was thinking it through that much. I think it was just he's just not doing it properly. And then over here there's something going on. T-Man trying to make progress over there. SU rocket. Not sure where that was going. Looks like he just blew up his own guys and didn't hit any of these. Does have very low % accuracy though. So Spartacus has got here now, which means that these guys are probably going to die. So T-Man's starting to send things here, but he's not unpathed this yet. And these diversity bombers, they just keep coming back around. They just keep coming back around. It's always Gay Pride Week in Black Forest. I suppose it is in Germany. So there you go, 2 more FBGhNGJajQACGYACGsAFCE, which T-Man can scarcely afford to lose. Oh, here we go, but you've seen this. And unlike the car one, you can't put it here, or here. You could have just put it here if it was a car, but it's a helicopter. So T-Man takes that back, and it's even Stevens now with 18 minutes left, and he's making big gains over here. He's actually managed to move in here because Spartacus only sent 2 air mobiles. And T-Man's getting in over here. He's about to spot this with the SPW70 spam. There's nothing here. It's all falling apart. But I think for a couple seconds, Spartacus will be positive. Once he... No, I don't think that's true. I think it's even, right? Because this is contested, that's contested, and now this is moving out, so he's actually going to be losing now. Well, it's good while it lasted, I guess, but it's just, that's the thing with airborne divisions, you know, after a while. It just gets worse and worse for you. As the game goes on, it just gets worse and worse for you. You just start running out of everything. And that's exactly what's happening here. So 17 minutes left. So somebody told me, you know, basically you guys need to understand that when this says 23 minutes to victory, it doesn't mean 23 minutes to when you start winning. Right, it doesn't mean 23 minutes to when you exceed this score. It's 23 minutes until you get 2,000 points. You need to know that. Otherwise you'll make the same mistakes I did. And, you know, getting increasingly desperate here. Getting increasingly desperate here from Spartacus. Like, that's probably just going to die, right? Although, if he manages to kill either of these, that was good for him. Don't tell me he's going to get both. They've not evac'd. Why haven't they evac'd? That's going to fly over... Where's that Strela? Oh, it died. Right, so he loses a plane. Why isn't this evac'd? I guess he was just baiting him. It's still got its missiles, right? So I guess that makes sense. Over here, air mobiles against Motschützen. Motschützen will win because they get 2 of the best LMG in the game and they're in a building, whereas these guys get 1 MMG. Easy kill on that captured supply, never mind. And this TAEB is just running at these guys in the town. This is going to come back in here. Will it get shot? No, I think it'll survive. And, you know, T-Man doing a really bad job of keeping his AA with his guys to stop these Gazelle cannons. This needs to be up here, but I can understand why. But when you think about it, this is 80 points and this is 50, so, you know, it's worth keeping it with them. But I can understand why, like, people don't really want to send vehicles forwards. And here we go, these things should start killing Gazelle cannons now. T-Man back to a +1. 15 minutes left. So he would win if he keeps this 15-minute tick. Because he's got this here, and Spartacus just can't do anything about that. He's just completely seeded it. He just can't be bothered. So I guess this did work out for T-Man. But imagine if he had mid instead, which is also a +1. Gazelle cannon's being sent forwards, but this Strela's in a good spot. Should get him. And, yeah, Spartacus beginning to retake mid. He's got lots of CVs. So he's got 2 in this zone, and 2... He's going to have 2 in this zone. But he's definitely going to lose this if he doesn't do something fast. Seed out. Is he looking for that cub? Is he going to gun run him? It's good that he's keeping these firing, because our cannon destroyed. So there we go, he eats... Well, he does not eat, he dodges a cub. Could sell this. He's trying to... He assumes it's here, but it's actually here. SPW70 goes down, I don't know if it had a unit in it. I apologise for my poor casting, but this guy eventually just eats the Strela 10M. That misses. T-Man being very conservative on this side, doesn't know what's down there, so he's not gone, but if he just sent this guy just forwards, he would have seen there's nothing there. So, 14 minutes left. Point advantage, Spartacus, tick advantage, T-Man plays. But these Gazelle cannons, They're not bad fire support. Very much make up for the lack of autocannons that 11E has. If this Sega gets to... Yeah, actually, it'd have to get really close. And this is probably just going to blow it up. Very exciting. This is going for the Gazelle cannon. He's going to brave the enemy ASFs again for a 50-point Gazelle cannon that he knows the enemy has loads of. Not a good play. Is he going to get out? No, he's not. And then there's no way that either of these die to that, because the Cub's out of ammo anyway. Oh no, it's switched off. Even better. And then over here we've got air mobiles dropped in front of all these guys. A Prevote. Oh, here come the diversity bombers. This is not going to be able to hit that just because of the hills. It's really difficult. You gotta send it here and then line it up so it comes down here. Otherwise, it's just never going to hit it. Obviously, the diversity bomber doesn't suffer from that, but the ATGM will. I don't think this is going to hit either, unless it... Actually, this one launches really strangely, so I think it might. No, it doesn't. I was right the first time. These Bison HEs are still at it. It's interesting that T-Man can still bring out planes. I've seen so many of them die over the course of this game. Spartacus going ham here with Sega's, but that's going to die now. And yeah, T-Man definitely has the advantage in the open field. And he's just gun running. That's probably going to get out, because I think the ASFs are repairing, right? Refueling. Spartacus heavy sending down here. T8 is actually running out of health. And these guys are out of supply. Needs to send up this, and send this up here as well. Send this up. Like, why? He's being quite conservative. This is his tick. This is how he wins, because right now he's losing. This guy flying over all the AA again. Gets it, though. It's a shame there's no Shilka here. Do they even get Shilka? And these are Cubs, not Bucks. If they were Bucks, they'd hit more, but they also cost more. And that T80B went down to the Sege spam. So I think Spartacus should get this back. Although, so T-Man, it's routed now, but if he'd sent it back to here, then it could have side shot and just stopped these guys from moving forwards until he sends infantry in to clear it out. Over here, it's going far worse for Spartacus. T-Man's almost back up to these buildings. Diversity bomber's coming back around, though. Not sure what it's aiming for. Nothing, I guess. Yeah, just... I guess there used to be somebody there. That's where the tank used to be, right? Yeah, so this is the thing with the Strelas. You saturate the area with them, and then every time a Gazelle cannon shows up, there's a 40% chance it doesn't go home. And you just keep doing that. This is still switched off. And this guy doesn't get a rocket launcher, so these guys are going to take the zone back now, and then that'll be even. But T-Man has managed to kill the CV here, but Spartacus had 2 CVs. So I guess that makes sense as to why he did that. This guy, is he going to... Oh, he needs to wait for his cohesion to come back. Come on, you got to wait for your cohesion to come back. Or maybe you'll get this. You might just steal that. It's near this. Meanwhile, this CV's being attacked. And Spartacus retook that zone over there, but the main thing I'm looking at is this. Like, will he get that? No, he doesn't. If he'd stay where he was, he would have got that. Free supply. This constant menace, just deleting a unit every 60 seconds. And with the Cub switched off, nothing can be done. Here we go, reinforcements, although you'll lose the first one. No, this is on an attack order, not an attack move, so it's not firing its RPG. You could have got all this. Sorry, just giving you a bit of LSD treatment there. What's that called again? Epilepsy, that was it. So, Spartacus is sending it forwards. Is that a good idea? T80B destroyed in mid by the group anti-char. They got it in the end. And they go down, but they've paid for themselves. Definitely did their duty. So he gets this back in. The T-Man not moving his units up. Like he could all these guys could be in all these buildings. And here we go, gun runs with the jets. Don't sniff on that. Sorry, don't sleep on that. Don't sniff on that. How is this happening? This T-64BV, well, I guess there are 6 units there. And now he's in the back line. This is in a really dumb spot as well. Should be in this house. Because you can still shoot down that road, which I think is what he wanted to do. And you can also shoot down this road. So that's going to die. That's probably, the assault probably going to die. Over here, T-Man did move up, but now there's a lot more here than there was 5 minutes ago. And it's just the threat from the air is huge. Diversity bomber. Will it claim another? So this guy might actually kill a few of these, because he's high cohesion, threat close range. Oh, never mind, they're probably just going to stun him before it. Wait, the first one hits, at least. So many planes, so much diversity. So much diversity, although this is having a really hard time hitting that. It's probably going to get those, yep. Just gets a unit every 60 seconds. This guy, yeah, he got a couple. He got most of them, actually, but he's just so low cohesion there. And here we go, AT guns. Great for the defense. Got the repairer as well. 2,800 meters range. 60% accuracy. Really fast. That's the main thing. They're very, very speedy. That's the main thing. And there we go. This guy's been moved out because he's got no HP. Here comes the Logi, though, not too far behind. Just the air is demolishing T-Man. He had loads of units here, and just one at a time, they're all disappearing. You can tell he's run out of infantry, because now he's just spamming Grenz. He's just spamming recon. He must have run out of infantry. He's got 6 minutes. He's still +1. So just going to come down to these last few points. Oh, I guess he's not going to be +1 anymore. He's so close. He just needs to kill that. He's got the bomber. No, it peels off. It peels off. He lost sight. He's going to come back around, though. Get some artillery. No artillery? You get big boy artillery. For starters, these haven't moved all game. So it could have easily been counter-batteried. There we go. Does some damage. But yeah, the ASFs. Too many ASFs. Gets that. This Cub could have been here a long time ago. Would have really helped out. Being a bit more forwards. And now what? He's going to push down here with Grenzers? There's nothing there. Oh, there will be soon. It's not enough manpads from T-Man, not enough AA. This Gazelle cannon's just constantly hitting him if he just had a few Strellas. I think he just brought the forward deployed Strellas, and from what I remember, you only get 5 in a card now of the forward deployed ones. Used to be like 12. No Iglas. So yeah, even with 5 minutes left. My voice is getting very croaky. I've been talking for like 40 minutes now. And yeah, just the plane's just constantly circling. He's managed to get this here. He's just trying to spot it so he can kill it. Really surprised by T-Man's lack of artillery in this game. Did that drop? I didn't see where it went. But hey, at least he managed to stop this push down here with that Metis, so maybe it was a good spot. If it was here, maybe it would have died, I don't know. And then this Mott Schutzen here is going to kill a lot of Seges. Well, it kills one and stuns up the rest. I mean, now is not the time you want to buy artillery. It's interesting that he's going for CV tanks. So here we go. This must be his sort of last play, the last thing, because of how long things take to get there. This is kind of his last shot. Oh no, he's gonna sneak down here. But there's this here. Does he know about that? It's got a good sight line. It might get 2 missiles off. Might get 2 missiles off. Just spamming out the CVs, although Spartacus has managed to get people here now, so these Grenzers, they're going to get slowed down, and if they get slowed down, you know what happens next. The artillery hits them, and the diversity bombers come in and just start picking them off one at a time, one at a time. And this Cub being all the way back here when no ammo is useless. Sege here as well. Can that hit things on that road? I mean, I know it's got line of sight, but it takes time to aim, so I'm not sure it can actually. It could definitely shoot things coming down this road. Loses that CV to that Milan as we spoke about. Oh no! Oh, that's disastrous. That's actually disastrous. Because he bought all these CVs and they're all over here. He's got all these CVs in the wrong place. Like, this one needs to move, like, right now. Because now Spartacus is back on +1. And he's just become bogged down here. Doesn't have time for this. Just doesn't have time for this. That is disastrous, losing that to artillery, I think it was. I think it was these guys here. Godu and Bonu. I think he bought some more arty as well. I saw them come in. I'm not sure where he put... Oh, there they are. Jag, you were just soaking up shots, as you do. Another push by Spartacus here, but I would expect this one to go terribly because of these two. And over here, T-Man, he sees it. He's just swarming it as much as possible. It's running away, but there's another one here, so it's not even going to work. He's got to get over here, but he doesn't see the things we see, and he has to play under the impression that there's going to be one of these in every bush. So that's a shame. If Spartacus had gone back and just let this do its thing, it would have killed all of these, although it's run out of ammo, so maybe not. Where's that CV for the left side? He's just not bought it. I think it's too late now. I think he's lost. Because with 2 minutes, he would need... Oh no, this is in front. It needs to be behind. It needs to be behind these. That's got to be game, surely. So he's still on a +1. I mean, what? He can't even get a CV here in time to stop that. And then how is he going to kill this? It's a shame. Should have put those packs in front. They would have soaked the shots, and then they could have unloaded or something. I don't know. Spartacus still hasn't run out of Gazelle cannons. He's been really good with those this game. And that's GG. Blimey, what a game. So yeah, Spartacus is ranked player. Interesting. And tmanplays is ranked 1. Interesting game. Really interesting game. The Gropers losing the AA war is kind of weird. You'd expect Gropers to have more than enough AA to deal with that. So he had a cub, but he didn't have a shilka with it. If you have a shilka with your cub, the cub deals 9 damage. The shilka's basically always going to deal at least 1 damage. And so then that guarantees you kill, whereas there are lots of things leaving on 1 HP. Yeah, interesting. Interesting game. Cool game. Just going through the kills here, the losses, the chronology. So at the start, T-Man doing quite well there, killed a lot of guys. And then Spartacus starting to do better. T-Man coming back sort of at the end, but not enough time, right? Yeah, GG.